Shotgun people. It's a good little story of a homeowner with a gun defending his children and the incompetent highway patrol letting the guy get away. Rick, you can't say that. I think this happened in Lubbock. I saw a Lubbock patrol car. I don't know where this newscaster's at, but they're saying DPS, so I'm assuming it's Texas Department of Public Safety. That's the highway patrol here in Texas. So let's listen to the video and then I'll crack on it.
Owner, and he says he was sleeping because he was sick that day, but then he jolted awake to the sound of his daughter's scream. The adrenaline kicked in. He grabbed his gun and went to see what was going on.
My kids are in here playing their games. Next thing I know, my daughter busts my door down, crying, screaming, saying that there's somebody in my backyard.
Israel Perez says the man was staring right at his daughter through their back window.
Okay, so they're making this sound like this guy's a peeping Tom. I think the guy's, and he could have been peeping. I'm not defending the guy. I'm just saying, a guy carrying as much dope as he was, I bet you he was running from the cops in the first place. But we'll see.
Come around my bedroom, weapons drawn, ready, unlock my door.
So I don't know if they're trying to show this guy as a good citizen who's protecting his child or some crazy guy with a gun running around drawing it. But anyway, looks like he's got a 1911 there. I can't tell if it's cocked and locked or not.
My kids are hiding. They go hide. And very soon as I open my door, I can see directly what's going on.
When he got outside, he met face-to-face with the DPS trooper.
Okay, so you come running out of your house and you're face-to-face with a DPS trooper. Again, I don't think this guy was a peeping Tom. I think the trooper was chasing him and they just ended up in this guy's backyard. But they don't say that in this video. But that's what I'm thinking.
Who already had his gun pointed at the suspect.
He tells me to get down. I have to explain to him that I'm the homeowner.
So luckily in Texas, it's not like in the liberal cities, anybody with a gun's automatically the enemy. In Texas, there's still a lot of people that carry guns, and most of the cops understand that unless they're in the liberal shithole cities in Texas that have been taken over by the left, like Houston, Dallas, San Antonio, Austin, Denton. So if you're in one of those cities, then if you got a gun, you're the enemy like it is in the liberal states. But in most other places in Texas, they still recognize that most Texans exercise their right to the Second Amendment.
With no backup yet, Perez says he stepped in to help.
He tells me keep the gun pointed to the guy, don't let him get up. It got pretty intense.
Okay, so now when the DPS officer told him to keep the gun, basically he had deputized him. Well, Rick, didn't he have to swear him in and give him a badge? No, he doesn't. When an officer asks you for assistance and you assist, you get the protection that the officer gets. So you're acting on an order from government. Therefore, if you get hurt, government's going to take care of your medical, or should. Of course, they're going to try to weasel out of it. If you use force, they're going to say you were assisting government. They're not going to go after you like a citizen. They're going to go after you like government because you were helping them. So you get a little bit more protection and you can feel better if an officer asks you for help and you help. I'm not sure I would do it. I mean, I probably would. I say I wouldn't, but it would depend on the circumstances. It's his house. There's a guy in his backyard. My kids are in the house. I'd probably keep him at gunpoint and help the cop.
The trooper arrested the suspect and loaded him into the car with the second suspect.
Yay! Government came. They were there and they caught him. Rick, you're always picking on the highway patrol saying they don't know what they're doing. Well, let's see how this turns out. They put them both in the car. Remember that. You might want to play that again because people will be like, how'd they get away?
Loaded him into the car with the second suspect. Perez says DPS then went back to the yard to look for evidence.
And lo and behold, 3 full baggies of drugs.
That's a lot of dope. I mean, this guy's definitely sells, and he's transporting, and he's probably got cash, and he probably had a gun, or he ditched the gun already, and then he was going to ditch the dope, which all crooks do, is they hide their dope when they're getting chased. So when a cop catches them, it's like, why are you chasing me? Well, why are you running? Because you were chasing me. No, you were running because you ditched your dope and gun, and now it's not on you. Shut up, you big dummy. But anyway, So crooks will hide their dope and then come back later. The problem is when they hide their dope, if a kid or dog finds it or an animal, they're dead because they don't know it's not, it's deadly. So, but anyway, let's listen. Let's finish listening.
My kids come out and play and find this, or my dogs eat it. I mean, what do you say? What do you say? Oh, I'm sorry.
But just moments later, DPS said the suspects were able to get out.
Texas Department of Public Safety. Ooh, they're for our safety. They're writing you a ticket and raising your insurance for your safety. Ooh, they're letting drug criminals go for your safety. What? Are you kidding me? How did he get out of the car? You handcuffed him and you put him in a car. How did he get out? What the hell?
Suspects were able to get out of the car and take off again. One was caught, but the man from the backyard found his escape.
So let me get this straight. You use a homeowner, he helps you, he holds a gun, you get both guys in custody, you put them in a car, and they both get out of the car, and then you only catch one. But Rick, we don't need guns because government will protect us, and if they had guns, they would, well, yes, because you're an idiot.
He's a menace to society. He isn't allowed our freedom. He needs to be locked up. This is my house. I will die protecting my family and anybody who needs help.
You go, boy.
DPS said
that's Texas. Okay? That's a Texas mindset. That's why the liberals hate Texas, because they got too many of those damn freedom-loving, patriot, gun-loving people that think good guys should not be scared of bad guys. And liberals just hate that.
Says the man still on the run is the one from Perez's backyard. You can actually see him here in this picture. If you have any information where
Oh, this is where government says, please help us, kind citizens. We need your help. We've got all the money. We raise your taxes. We hire a bunch of us. But since we lost them after we caught them and they're probably going to do damage to you, why don't you help us catch them? All right, we'll end that there with the incompetence of government showing its ugly head again.